spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls in. Motion from the wide receiver. Tackle is made at the 20. For a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. There he goes! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This coaching staff is trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Get some positive yards. Go on to the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Looking for space. It's Peoples. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quickly complete. They stop him. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. to the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fit it in the window for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point in the game, but the gamble paid off.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it in the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Loses 8. Brings up 2nd down.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll send the back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab behind the line, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down.